Hello. He's risen, right?
I know.
He's risen, guys. Welcome, my friends, to the parking lot at OpenDoor Church, where we are being the hands and the feet of King Jesus. I'm Pastor Troy. This is Tabitha, who is our social media director, right on.
Yes.
And it's a great day, isn't it?
It's fun to be social and during this time of social distancing.
Well, we're actually being the hands and feet of Jesus in such an incredible way. Guys, we're giving away 150,000 pounds of food out here in the parking lot on the premises while we are showing our media to the entire planet Earth. And I love it. It's just too cool for school. As a matter of fact, you guys want to see what ell's going on out here? Let me show you this.
Super
guys,
organized.
It is so organized. We're giving away 150,000 pounds of food to more than 3,000 people. We've had people up here since 5 o'clock in the morning up here working. Come here. Man, I sure do love you. You're such a good girl. Thank you for coming out here
Troy's
working so hard.
Right now. I know y'all can't see that, but.
So guys, we're having trucks coming in and out of the warehouse, bringing it here. Our teams of people from the warehouse are working so hard. Guys, it's just awesome, man. Yes. This is what it's about. You know, just a few minutes ago, I actually went to the entire end of the line and I took the golf cart, and I'm glad I did because it goes all the way to Renfro.
And it's hot today. I thought, what happened to this crazy weather?
I wore a raincoat because I thought I was going to be standing in the rain all day. And
it's
turns
beautiful.
out, as soon as we got ready to start, God went, ta-da!
Ta-da, yeah.
So grateful, man. So grateful. I just want to tell you that if you need prayer, and if this is a blessing to you, and you're like, you know what, that inspires me to give my heart to Jesus. Or if you're like, you know what, this is my tribe and I need to connect with you guys, call us. We have a whole room full of people standing by right now to take your phone calls. 877-413-0888. Not 817, but 877-413-0888.
Yes. So let's talk about that service because, oh my goodness, Man, that was so good, the way that you preached the red letters. I had never heard of preaching like that before. And I know you said a lot of people probably have, but I haven't. And I'm thinking there's a lot of people that tuned in that haven't heard about the way that you can take the words of the cross and just...
You can live by those.
Live by
the words, the 7 words that Jesus gave.
My favorite part was what you talked about in the beginning, how the first thing he said was about his relationship with the Father, and then the second thing he said was about his relationship with internally, right?
That's exactly right. Now you got it.
Or with people, and then it was people to people.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
How it's like, man,
he knew what he was doing on the cross. I mean,
so relational.
He was in full control of his body. He's in full control of his mind. He was still being Jesus in his most painful moment, and he was still thinking about us.
Yes,
it's crazy cool.
And then the song he wrote.
Well, not the song. I want to just tell you this: the band played so awesome. So the praise and worship, when you guys see this production, you're going to be blown away at how awesome the production is. Our media team worked so hard on it. And then at the very end, then we do have a song that I wrote that's called Very Few Could See. And the deal was we were kind of arguing over, should we do He's Alive or should we do Very Few Could See? So we did Very Few Could See and then added the chorus of He's Alive at the end of it.
Went so well together.
Well, that was not my idea. That was Pastor AJ's idea.
It was like a story.
Well, okay, so the song He's Alive is a story from the first person. And so when I wrote this song, I know Rayma was a baby when I wrote it because I was singing real loud and I woke her up and I have that memory. So Rayma's 27 now.
Wow.
So I don't know, the twins are 27. So it was probably 26 years ago or so when I wrote that song. But I patterned it after He's Alive because He's Alive is in the first person from the story of Peter's viewpoint, but mine is from first person and from the story of the thief on the cross.
Which is so beautiful because we all can identify with the thief on the cross.
I love that guy. I mean, I totally love that guy.
So few words, but just everything. The few words that you spoke about today, the 7 sentences.
Yeah.
And yet... so profound. Like, I loved how you were like, this one sentence can speak a sermon because that's Jesus. Jesus can tell you one thing.
That's right.
And it can speak so much to you on so many different levels about so many different areas of your life. And if you haven't felt Jesus like that yet, if you haven't felt that type of relationship with him, call our hotline and ask our team to pray with you because where 2 or more stand together, it is answered. The Lord will answer those prayers. And I'm telling you, you don't want to go another day without hearing the multiple layers of the voice of the Lord.
He's talking, he's speaking. This is an incredible day to be alive. Look, I know that the world is in a mess. I know that the nations have been shaken. I know that. I also know this, that the lion has roared.
Yes.
Amen. That's Joel 3:16, that the shakings of the nations goes with the roaring of the lion. And we have just entered into the year 2020. We have entered into the roaring 20s, right?
The roaring 20s,
so,
yes.
well, here's what's real is, this is a sermon. This is demonstrating the heart of King Jesus. This is what we do at Open Door Church. This is our 30th year of the Open Door Food Bank. It's our 25th year of Open Door Church. We started the food bank 5 years before we started the church. And here we are. 30 years ago, it was just me and Leanna and a whole bunch of babies in the back of a pickup truck, right?
Yeah.
And now it's this.
Can you just tell that story about how you started the food bank where you were doing the roofing of the old man? Because I love that story. It's like one of my favorites.
I'll run through it very, very briefly, but the bottom line is there was an old man that was roofing a roof, and he was taking one shingle at a time, climbing up a ladder, carrying one shingle. And my father-in-law noticed him, and then my father-in-law contacted me and said, hey, you need to go help him, so I did. And I went over there, threw a couple bundles over my shoulder, climbed up there and started nailing down shingles. And when we got done, he's told me this wasn't his house, it was his girlfriend's house. So we went downstairs to go meet his girlfriend, and his girlfriend was literally a 100-year-old woman. She lived to be like 106 years old, and we became super good friends. But she hugged me, and she loved me. Leanna was there with me, and she wanted to fix me some lemonade, and so she goes to the refrigerator, and we saw there was no food in there. We started taking food to her, and that within less than a week, we were taking food to 71 isolated elderly people.
You know why I love that story so much? Because it just shows that you're never too old. You're never too old for the Lord to see you and to know your needs and to want to take care of your needs and to send people that are in love with Jesus to you to help you. It's never too late. I just love that aspect of it.
No, the Lord loved her so much.
Yes.
And I mean, it all started with that one old lady. And then a week later, we were taking food to 71 people every single Saturday. And after a while, we're like, I guess we have a food bank on our hands. I guess we have a food bank on our food bank ministry on our hands. And so, we just got smart and made a lot of mistakes and went after it and turned into a legit food bank. And then it made sense for us to start doing church. And I didn't intend on being a senior pastor. I just thought, well, we'll get this thing started, and somebody smart will show up, and we'll turn the church over to them. And here I am 25 years later. Here we are on Easter Sunday, right?
So Pastor Troy's entire ministry was about one person. And if you're out there doing something and you think, man, I can only help one person, that's enough. That's all you've got to do is help that one person.
That is correct. Yeah, that's good.
The Lord answers it. So it's just so beautiful. Man,
I'm looking at all the food in the back of these cars.
I know. I'm
looking
at
how
the
good that
bananas.
food. Yeah, the food looks really, really, really good. It looks great. So listen, guys, we're about to show you in about 15 minutes. We're going to show you our Easter production.
Yes.
And we filmed it at the Texas Amphitheater in Glen Rose, Texas, at the Promise. And a great big shout out to my friends at the Promise in Glen Rose and my good friend Brother Chuck King for letting us use your property. And it was incredible. So I actually had the backdrop of an open tomb behind me.
So beautiful.
And we got cool fog coming out of it, and we're up there rocking.
For those visual learners, like whenever y'all are singing "He's Alive" and it keeps just panning in on that empty tomb, it's so real. It's so real. He is so alive today.
Hunter is the guy. Hunter, you're the one who did all the editing on it, right? Come over here and get on camera for just a second. Hey guys, this is Hunter, right? Right? Now, I don't know if you ever watched Scooby-Doo, but he also plays Shaggy. I don't know if you see that right. But Hunter is the guy that did the editing on that, and I just want to tell you, I'm so proud of you, man. So when you see this production, you need to know that this is a guy who did the editing on it.
Yes.
Good job, man. Love you, brother.
A lot of people behind the scenes that make us look good. Another thing that I just wanted to kind of speak on that we didn't speak last time about is that Fox 4 News showed up here today.
They did. So Fox News did a national thing on us last week. Yeah. I think on Monday or Tuesday. Because we fed 3,000 people here last week. We're gonna feed more. We're gonna feed more than that today.
Yeah, I can tell already.
I mean, there's a lot
3 lines going. There was only one
here.
line going last weekend,
That's right.
and there's
and
3
have
lines
3,
going this weekend.
So there's no telling how many people. But again, But then Fox News was here a while ago, and it was the local Dallas channel. So it was Fox 4.
Fox 4.
And
so if you're local, you look for it.
Check it out and be looking for it. And,
Pastor Troy got interviewed.
I also sent a really cool video to Greg Ullenberg, who is our media director here, and we walked the whole thing, and we did a time-lapse thing. Mm-hmm. And we're going to show a video of that so you can see the length of the line because it's unbelievable.
Today?
Yeah.
This is the today one, kind of like last weekend?
Yes.
How cool is that?
I didn't actually walk it. I made Kevin Wyatt walk it. And he was huffing and puffing. I was like, why are you breathing so hard? He's like, shut up. You're riding around in a golf cart. It was great. Anyway, we walked the entire line. And I got to talk to so many people. I pulled up next to them and just started praying for them, talking to them. And there are people that are in this line that have never been in a food line in their entire life. And they're like, there was people crying, going, thank y'all for being so nice. I mean, there are people getting in line going, golly, what kind of hoops am I going to have to jump through? How are they going to shame me? What are they going to do? No hoops, no shame, nothing but a smile, no strings attached. Why? Because we're doing this in the name of King Jesus.
Yes.
Now, if we're going to do this in the name of us, you might as well make everybody jump through whatever hoops you want them to, right? Because that's us. Right,
they're going to need to sign a contract saying they're going to go to church and tithe and all that stuff.
You have to come to our church and tithe. What a bunch of baloney that is. King Jesus. Listen, if you're going to give away stuff, do you know what you ought to do? Give it away.
You know, one thing that I love about Jesus is like he gave the disciples plenty of opportunities to leave him. He was like, just go. Yeah. Just walk away from me.
Right on.
It's like, I'm not going to force you to follow me.
This is if we're going to do this in the name of Jesus, then we have to do it the way that Jesus would do it, Tab.
Yes.
And no strings attached. We're not doing this to get people to come to church. Heck, we can't even invite anybody to church right now.
I know.
It's illegal.
I miss church.
And so we're not doing this to get people to come to church. We're doing this because we are the church.
Yes.
This is what the church is supposed to be doing. This is us. And what's real is, people are asking me like, Pastor Troy, what if somebody pulls up in their car and they're smoking? Well, why would we care?
Put your mask on.
Yeah, they'll be smoking through their mask, right? Why would we care?
They have a mask hole.
Aren't you condoning their sin? Get out of here, you religious devil. We don't have time for you.
Man,
What's
I'd
real
like
is,
to talk
man,
to them about their sin.
we're going after that person's heart, and we want to demonstrate something different, right on?
Yeah.
And we want to bless people and love people and encourage people, and people are sad. This is important for the emotional health of people. This is important for the mental health of people. This is important for the social part of Burleson. I saw that Harvest House, which is another food bank here in Burleson, Texas. I love Harvest House. And they're doing a thing called Burleson Strong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, guys, you guys are knocking it out of the park. See, this is not a time for us to be disunified. This is a time for us to be unified.
No,
so listen, we're about to get off into this video. How many? Okay, so Tabitha, will you tell everybody how they can give and how they can be a part? Because say, listen, we are asking you to stand with us.
Yes.
We are asking people to give. I'm boldly asking that because the money's not coming to me. It costs a lot of money to do what it is that we're doing.
This and all the other things that we're still continuing to do because we're not stopping. King Jesus wouldn't have stopped during a pandemic, so we're not going to stop either. This is the perfect opportunity for us to be Jesus to other people. Whenever there's a need, that's where Jesus went into. He went into there and he healed people, and you can heal people too. If you are able to financially bless this entire situation, please consider it by texting the word TBMIN to 77977.
Yep.
Again, the word is TBMIN to 77977, or you can call our hotline. It's 877-413-0888. We have operators standing by.
Yep.
Or if you'd like to, you can always mail us a money order or a check. You can mail those to P.O. Box 3775. That's Burleson, Texas, and the zip code is different. It's 76097.
Yeah, I never knew about that zip code until we did that. I was like, that ain't our zip code.
It's 76097.
The new. It's
because Burleson's getting so big.
Yeah, exactly right.
But anyways, you can get all of that information that I just went over with you by calling anytime our hotline 877-413-0888. Partner with us and call that number as well if you want to volunteer, or if you have a family that's in need, or if you are a family that's in need. Call that number. We are here and we are willing to help you. We want to shine the light of King Jesus in the land of the living during this time, because we are not. Man, I just can't wait for the revival that comes after this.
Yeah, no, there's a revival that's going to happen after this.
Yes, definitely.
There is.
There was the flu in 1920 and then revival.
That's
and now,
exactly right.
History repeats itself. There's nothing new under the sun.
No, it's a pattern. It's a pattern. and if you're going to be a prophetic person, you have to study patterns. You have to understand the timing of things. No, there's a great revival that's coming after this.
You know, I read about the Spanish flu and how they actually were healed when they went out into the sunlight, and they would even open the windows. And so the more that the sun comes, the more I'm like, yes and amen, because this is when the revival is going to come. Get your vitamin D, guys. Don't stay hoarded inside your house. Go outside. There is such beauty in nature. Gosh, the Lord is just so good.
I like to go outside and just seek God. That's what I like to do. I was up early this morning before the sun came up, crying out to God, because again, it's Easter Sunday. It's Resurrection Sunday. And Leanna and I was sitting out on the front porch this morning, and it was raining. I'm talking about big time raining. And sitting on the back porch when it's raining is so awesome to me. And we're out there, and what's real is we're praying over all these people. We're praying for everybody that's watching online right now. And I want you to know, guys, that I literally look through every single comment.
Yes, he does.
I do. I look through every single comment. And there was people from Sweden yesterday, Japan, a lot of people from UK, a lot of people from Canada, a lot of Canadians that watch us and follow us and love you guys. A lot of people in Puerto Rico as well. South Africa is really huge. Australia is huge. We have a big following in Australia. And I want you guys to know, I go through every single one of those things and I pray over those.
Yeah, so please comment
you can ask
your
my
prayers.
wife. It makes my wife crazy. Troy, are you still out there praying over those? Because I go through every single one of them. And if you need prayer, make a comment. Be sure and share this. Be sure and like this. And again, call us, 877-413-0888. So we're just about 7 minutes away from starting our production video. And it's Pastor AJ and OpenDoor Worship, Pauline and Megan and Brian, and oh my gosh, it is so good. It is so good. And then Pastor Leanna and I are doing communion together out at Third Stage Ranch. Me and you are doing the intros and outros on it. And then at the end of it, we have a special song that I wrote. And then we attach to the end of that Don Francisco's He's Alive.
Yes, but we can't forget the amazing message of the red letters of the Bible right there on the cross. I'm telling you, it will change your life. There's sermon within sermon within sermon. You have to go to Troy's page or you have to go to Open Door Church's page whenever we start to get on to the video. It's going to be a premiered video. It's not going to be live, but don't worry. You will find it and it'll bless you. It will bless you and your family.
Listen, I'm about to let you guys go a little bit early so that they can just pan around for the last minute. And I want you guys to know, man, we stand with you. We love you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. I call you the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, and highly favored of the Lord. You guys get a load of how we're being the hands and feet of King Jesus. Bless you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.